expect the most exciting thing that's ever happened around these parts is the time them folks from Hollywood come on down to make this here movie, the Moonshine War, all about the good old days, Prohibition. They sure picked themselves the perfect place, 'cause back in them days, all these here hills was alive with the sound of moonshining. Yep, just about everybody had himself a still. In fact, there's a lot still do. Sure is mighty quiet around here now, but I never will forget the day them movie people arrived. Moved right on in and made themselves to home. It really was something. People come from all over these here hills just to watch. Looked like it was Sadie Hawkins' day, or the annual Sergeant York turkey shoot. Now me, my dog Homer, cousin Jethro, and his mule team was a-watching it all from down in the hollow. Oh, I'll tell you, they sure don't believe in traveling light. I'm kind of nosy, I guess you'd call it. Don't like to get to know one's way, and they didn't seem to mind none my looking about. I sure did admire some of them machines they brung along with them. Some of the gold-dangest contraptions I ever did see. I ain't never seen nothing so complicated since Clem Noseworthy rigged that still that juiced 2 barrels a day before them revenuers busted it all up. Of course, every now and then, some of them contraptions would kind of sneak up on me and catch me by surprise. Now, the man who seemed to be running things was this here fellow they called the director, Richard Quine. Every time I seen him, seems he's a-putting this little old glass thing up to his eye. Never could figure out what for. All I know is I sure didn't need nothing to see them 2 pretty little things they brung along with them, Melody Johnson and Suzanne Zeno, both darling as anything I ever did see. And mighty playful, too. First thing they done once they got settled in was get ready to drive this here jalopy down the mountain and into the creek. I had me the best seat in the house. If they was crazy enough to do a darn fool thing like that, I wasn't about to miss none of it. I could see Mr. Quine wanted everything just right. So did that Patrick McGoohan fella. Couldn't blame him none. He was the one who was doing the driving. They must have had 6 or 7 of them cameras fixing to take pictures of it, all up and down the mountain, and one clear across the creek.
Fellas, just shut up.
Yep, sure takes a long time. Just when it seemed like it couldn't take no longer, they's into it.
Hell, you son of buddy, I think you ought to be down there. That's what I mean, Virgil. That's what. Now, you don't have to run out, don't you?
No, we all gotta go down there and do any good.
We're going down to hit it here. Right now. Sit back and relax now, Mr. Long.
Don't mess about like that, Steve. You do that.
Hey, wait a minute. What are you guys trying to do anyway?
Oh.
Seemed mighty quiet down there for a spell, but then Suzanne and Mr. McGoohan got out and everybody was a-smiling and a-laughing, pleased as punch they was. Suzanne hurt her shin bone some, just a mite, but she's all right. And Mr. Quine gave her a big hug and kiss. You know the way them show folk do. Next thing they done was go over by the ravine and start shooting each other up.
Hey, camera. B camera.
Of course, it's only play acting, but they sure look mean. Especially that fella Richard Widmark.
If you can read, Shorty. My badge says Sheriff, Brooklyn County.
He's in there all right, Doc.
Are you going to get these cars the hell out of my way? I got a sick prisoner I got to get in town.
He ain't gonna make it.
You going to get these cars out of the road?
I tell you what, Papa. You give him to us. We'll take care of him.
I am a-telling you for the last time.
You're right about that last time, Papa.
Oh,
Somebody else is gonna have to finish off Boyd. I'm empty.
Dump it.
Yep, they sure did carry on something fierce all the time they was here. Brought back lots of beautiful memories of them days when folks figured if they had a right to eat their corn, then they had a right to drink it. Trouble was, Uncle Sam figured different. I sure do miss them nice folks from Hollywood, and I sure have a hankering to see how the Moonshine War come out. Hope me and Homer here don't have to wait too long before we get to see it.